Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio September 8, 2022. It's a strong cycle for attracting and enhancing close connections. You're more accommodating, open, reasonable, and respectful of others' needs and agendas. You're in an excellent position to make a fresh start in the relationship department, especially with a recent new moon in the same area of your solar chart. You're putting more of yourself and attention into your interactions. Others are more likely to help and support you. In turn, your sense of what people need is high. Peacemaking efforts are successful, and people entering your life during this phase can be especially charming. Today, you gravitate to like-minded people or friends who accept you for who you are. Prepare to prance into one of the most fabulous and gorgeous periods of the year. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance, attraction, and pleasure, has turned a corner today and is dancing across the sky from you into your solar 7th house of unions. Those who are committed or married will enjoy more harmony and sweetness between you in the weeks to come, so spend time indulging in the joy of life. If single, this is the ideal time to look for someone with long-term relationship potential who will likely stand at your side. Define the relationship. Set your boundaries, ask for what you need, and be judgmental now that Venus is in your opposite sign, Virgo. This Venusian transit is perfect for setting clear-cut expectations in your professional commitments with your partnerships. But before you make your demands, you may want to write down your wants and needs. Getting organized before committing is the perfect way to exemplify the rational Venus in Virgo. In true Venus in Virgo fashion, make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row before agreeing to an arrangement. As Mercury continues to slow down ahead of his retrograde turn in your financial sector later in the week, this is buying you time. Normally Mercury will move through in 14 to 15 days, but by the time he retrogrades back out later in the month, he will have been here for twice that long and will return for a do-over next month. There is nothing to be gained by rushing things. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed in your life. Drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. At the center of today's vibrations there will be another one, or other ones to be more precise. You should go towards certain people in your private and professional. Today, you may have to solve a confusing situation, talk over a contract or set up a group project. You will have to be a firm negotiator because others won't always agree with you. Having the moon in your friendship sector during Venus' first full day in your relationship sector has multiple advantages. At the same time that the moon forms a friendly aspect to the sun in your relationship sector, it also reaches out to planets in your communication sector, bringing the two together. With the sun and moon due to clash as a full moon later in the week, this is a valuable chance to get the communication lines open ahead of time, just as Venus has returned to work her magic. As the moon makes its monthly visit to your friendship sector, it forms a friendly aspect to planets on the communication and relationship fronts. This was always going to make this a good day across the communication, friendship and relationship fronts, but what makes the timing auspicious is that it comes just as Venus, the planet of love, is spending her first full day in your relationship sector. Our eyes in the sky. The Capricorn moon has a rocky journey this morning, forming squares with Jupiter and Mercury. People are likely to be more self-absorbed than usual, and it might be difficult to find comfort when needed. The moon can bring deep thoughts to the forefront of the mind. Unfortunately, you aren't immune to this, and you might find your mind swimming in some gloomy waters. Jupiter only increases this. When Jupiter enters the mix, you could feel anxiety around your responsibilities and your ability to accomplish your goals. If you let it, self-doubt could get the better of you. The vibe is heavy, and we might find that the people we encounter are in bad moods as well. It will help to remember that we're all attempting to navigate this energy, so try to lead by example and be kind to others. Mercury can offer some relief if we can find a way to lean into our optimism, especially when it comes to dreams and fantasies. The moon trines Uranus this morning, putting us in touch with our individuality and need for personal freedom. Be sure to honor your truest and freest self. This energy allows you to grow and become the person you want to be. Trust the process as you transform and change with the lunar energy. As nightfall nears, the moon calms down, giving us plenty of energy to work toward our dreams. However, a square with Chiron could make it difficult for you to find balance, and you might have trouble falling asleep. Don't be afraid to give yourself a break. In the pre-dawn hours, the Capricorn moon trines Uranus in Taurus, provoking excitement. This electric influence arouses our interest in the serendipitous and strange. As many of us will be asleep at this hour, our dreams may be filled with inspirational ideas. We might even receive the blueprint for an innovative plan that we can put into practice upon waking. Many of the world's so-called geniuses have claimed to have obtained their most profound ideas through dreams. Tonight may offer us our own eureka moment. Around dawn, Ceres opposes Saturn in Aquarius, making it difficult to offer or receive support. Ceres in Leo wishes to pamper and praise the inner child. It nurtures by bolstering our self-esteem. Saturn, on the other hand, is a stricter taskmaster. It is not the kind to hand out participation trophies. It wants us to work for our medals. As these two objects oppose, we become unsure of ourselves. Try to have practical expectations to avoid becoming disheartened. A balance must be struck between maturity and warmth. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable will help us achieve an anchoring kind of inner strength. The moon's aspect with Neptune allows our hearts to be filled with warmth and pride, so don't be afraid to give and receive love over the next few weeks. The Pluto energy allows us to see people's true intentions, which could be disappointing or maddening. There could be some conflict. Trust your intuition so you can understand the true motives of others. The energy could threaten to throw off your chill vibe, so avoid petty gossip and try not to let mental chatter pull you away from a good thing. With all the day's frenetic energy, it would be a good idea to treat yourself to some delicious food and perhaps a nice bubble bath tonight.